Susie Ellis again. Today I'm going to show you using Camtasia how you can make intros and outros to make your videos look really good and how they all work. You can go to Fiverr and get intros and outros done for you, or you can create your own by going to the library here. So the first lot is all music, and just click here and you can have a listen. Just double click and find something that you like the sound of. Just have intro because that's the shortest one, because an intro doesn't want to be more than 10 seconds long, so we're going to have to reduce this a bit. Let's listen to this one. Okay, so yes, I think I can definitely reduce that to 10 seconds, so I've got to get 9 seconds out of there. Right click, add to the timeline at playhead, and now you see it appears down here. So you can spread it out a bit by moving this and decide where we're going to reduce bits out of it. So play, and what we're looking for is some repetitions really. So that bit there was a repetition. Of that. So let's cut that out and see what happens, and you can run that back. So I didn't sound too brilliant. Now, really zoom in and see what we can do here. So what I did that I didn't explain to you fully is to take the playhead to where we want it to be, and then you move one of these and move that to there, and then click cut and move it back a bit and see what it sounds like. Let's go to the end and see how many seconds we've got to take off. So that was 17, so click right back to the beginning again and see if we can find another bit that repeats itself like that. Zoom in. In fact, I think if we took that out of there, we've still got quite a lot to take out, but hang on. So that's definitely a repeat there. Let's zoom in here. So it's from there to there. Let's cut that out. We can always click undo. And we're at 11 seconds, so that's pretty good. Let's cut that out and see where that goes to. 10:25. Let's go right back to the beginning and see if we can make any other changes. So that's all fine that end, just don't like this bit here really. just a little bit of trial and error. And maybe a fraction out of there then. And cut. Use the playhead back and see. Okay, I think that'll do fine. Move the playhead right back to the beginning. So now we've got some intro music. What we now need is a theme. So click the minus here and go down and have a look at the themes. So what happens when you click the plus, you get an animated title, a basic title, call outs, banners, all sorts of things that you can put in here so you can have a real play. So now we've sorted out the music, we're going to choose a theme. Click the little plus sign here and you get all sorts of titles and things. So let's try this one, animated title. Double left click to have a look at it. And if that's okay, pause it. We'll use this one as an example. Right click, add to timeline at playhead. So you can see this is the track 2. Go along here until the arrow changes sideways, left click and move it back until the yellow line appears, and then you've got both of them ending at the same time. Now we want to edit the text. Double click here and this appears, which is our text call out. Double click here and all this appears. And this is what we're going to actually edit. So we can click into here, that was a left click by the way, and put, let's say, sample intro. Now you can also change the size of the text and the font. So just as you would in a Word document, save that and let's make that Freestyle Script, for instance. But we want the other word as well. Maybe make it a bit bigger. No, 72 is the biggest, but that'll do for our example. So now let's put the playhead back to the beginning, or you can click this one here and see what it actually looks like when you play it. Great. So there we have our intro with text, with an animation, with some music added to it. Now the next thing we need to do is save it. So File, Save Project As, and this will be sample, sample intro, and save, and this comes up. Now CamProj files can only be opened by Camtasia, so it's only when we've exported these files that we'll be able to use them for something else, but bear with me. Now what we'd really like is all this in the library, so to be able to use it again, we highlight it all and then right click, add selection to library. Okay, now here we want to call this, whoops, right click, rename, sample intro, and press enter, and that's saved. Now we want to go and find the main body of our video that we want to have here. So we go File, Open Project, and we're going to find something that I did earlier, which is how to create a Twitter profile. You can use anything, but I'm just using this as an example. So double click here, and that will come up with my little tutorial about how to create a Twitter profile. But what we want in the front of it is our intro. So making sure our playhead is here, go right click, add to timeline at playhead. Now you'll notice that this is not aligned with this, so we've got to move these along. Left click and drag until you see the yellow line. Left click and drag until you see the yellow line. Now, from the playhead, we should get our intro. Hi, here are the facts. This now goes into my little sample video I made, but if we go right to the end of it, we want to put in an outro, which I think looks rather nice. Now I've got a black one here, so the playhead is at the end, and this is one I did earlier. Right click, add to timeline at playhead, and that's appeared here. So at the end, we can play the end of this and see what happens.
So thanks for watching. Talk to you again soon.
Now you can actually put some music at the end if you want, but I don't think that's necessary. I think you've got the idea of how to make a complete video. You've got the sample, intro, you can call it whatever you like. You've got the whole main video of whatever subject you're talking about, and then at the end you've got a call to action or a little advert about what's going on. So I hope that's been really useful, and I'll talk to you again very soon. If you've got any questions, just get in touch. Love to talk to you.